So once you have all 4 pieces pinned together, you're going to take them to your sewing machine like so. You're going to take out the middle pin, and then you can start sewing. We're going to start with the small piece, and you're just going to want to sew a little bit down to the middle there. See where you're going to leave a little gap there in the middle? I have a whole newfound appreciation for people who make sewing tutorials because it is really, really hard to hold a camera and sew at the same time. I apologize that this is so shaky. Next, you're going to take your big piece, and this time you're just going to sew all the way down that line, like so. Now you're going to take out all your pins, and you're going to open it up, and then you're going to place the 2 pieces right side together. You see that middle seam there? It's just going to fit right together. Okay, you'll see it here in a second. There you go. Now, you can see how the 2 seams are together. You're going to want to press them down. You see that? And then I like to start right over those seams. You're going to actually sew the outside of the mask. Right along here, here, and in the bottom part. So start at the middle there. Okay, I didn't have my camera. There you go. It is really hard to make sewing tutorials, you guys. I'm not even kidding. Okay, I like to start right in the middle so I can get that seam nice and pressed down, and then I just sew to the end like that. And then we're going to do the same thing along the bottom. Just going to get that seam sitting down flat. And we're going to sew along that seam there. There you go. Now you can go back and do the other half because your seam should already be laying nice and flat. Just go finish up those other 2 parts. And there we go. Now you can see the mask is almost done. Now we're going to take that little split in the middle and we're going to turn the whole thing inside out. Now you don't have to use that little gap in the middle, but I like to use that part because if it's big enough to turn the mask inside out, then it's going to be big enough to be able to stick a coffee filter or a HEPA filter inside the mask. So you get the whole thing turned inside out. Woohoo! It is starting to look like the finished product. We still have 2 seams to finish at the end here, and that's going to be these 2 sides right here. Now you can see we have the finished product. It's all done. We've got this little pocket here in the middle for a coffee filter or HEPA filter or another mask, but it is, for all intents and purposes, finished. You can add it to your stash right here and start the next one. And we can make these things pretty fast, guys. We need about 600 of them for our neighborhood right now. So let's do it. Teamwork. This is what it looks like when it's finished.